All right, so that's the chairman, Lagos State Sports Commission, Deji Tinubu, talking about a culture of inclusion that the Lagos State government is planning to do and will be doing going forward. But before we go on, let's quickly go to Kaduna now and speak to Mohammed Muwi Sulaiman in Kaduna. Let's just get some updates from him around Daniel Joshua before we go on with the rest of the show. Mohammed, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. You drew our attention, first of all, to the plight of Daniel Joshua a few weeks ago on your Twitter handle, and we picked up the story from there. But after that time, Maurice, what can you tell us about Daniel Joshua?
Anyway, Daniel Joshua, I would say to God be the glory, is still alive to tell his story by himself. It all happened in 2008 after the last league match of his career between Niger Tornadoes and Lobby Stars on December 12, 2008. He was invited to the Nigeria Under-20 team in preparation for the African Youth Championship. He was on his way to Abuja when he was involved in a fatal car accident. And since then, he has lost some part of his body. He has been living rather not comfortably from being a breadwinner to somebody who now waits for bread to come up to him and all of that. I would say life has been fair to him because he's still alive, and when there is life, there is hope. But in the essence of being comfortable in life, I would say there is still much that needs to be done to make this man a happy man once again. Like the pictures you posted a while ago, you can see him as a man who's full of life, a man who's bubbling, a man who always loves to get involved, all full of smiles. He's still that same lively human being, but a lot needs to be done, at least in a way of making this smile remain permanent on his face.
Mohammed, I understand that he still undergoes some kind of treatment. Can you explain to us what happens to him? What is his physical state? What kind of treatment does he still undergo? And how regularly does he do that?
Yeah, he still undergoes some level of physiotherapy treatment. I mean, he still has time with the physio. He had surgery in Germany in 2008 when the operation actually happened. So, I mean, he was supposed to complete his rehab in Germany, but due to lack of funds, he had to come back to Nigeria. And back here in Nigeria, he has been taking some form of physio work with a personal friend of his who happened to be his physio. It has not been easy raising cash to do the real job of being, to get a real, very, very capable and able physiotherapist. With all due respect to the guy who's handling him right now, he could be better with a better facility. His problem is actually not that of a spinal cord issue. His is a problem of, a mistimed first aid action that actually had the nerve connected to his spine wrongly stitched together on his skin. Now that operation has been done, and that have already been splitted away. But the issue still remains that they said the nerve is very, very slow to be awoken after such an issue. So he needs rigorous physiotherapy job to be done on him, but he's not getting that. The one he's just getting is more like the picture I posted on Twitter the other day is the type of physiotherapy he's doing in front of his house with the physio, not in any gym, because the means to go to the gym is not there anymore. He's not having his physiotherapy treatment like every other meaningful Nigerian could do. He has that 7 times a week. And thanks to friends who have come together, particularly Macaulay Chrysanthus, Joshua Obaje, they've not forgotten him once in a while. They pay for his physio, for his bills, his medical bills to get attended to by a physio. Once in a while, friends just rally around him to ensure that he gets his bills paid. But I'll tell you one thing about it, Tony, it's not a healthy situation at all.
Mama, before I allow you to go, he's a very lucky guy because after winning the Under-17 World Cup in 2007, the federal government gave them houses. And, somehow he didn't sell his own like most of his colleagues. So he still has a house in Abuja that is helping him out. But apart from that, there were also some promises made back then by the Niger state government, by the Kaduna state government. Are those promises coming in? Are they helping in any way to cushion the effect of what befell Daniel Joshua?
I honestly would say no at the moment. I honestly would say no. And even though he remains eternally grateful to the Niger state government for paying his medical bills, in the moment that accident occurred, while he was taken to Germany for surgery. But it was a journey he started with the Niger state government that was never completed. He was supposed to return back there for rehab, but along the line, he didn't go back there for rehab. The Kaduna state government then made a whole lot of promises by saying they would try to revive him, Some people said they will try to set up a meeting between himself and the governor. This one man who did a lot of charity things in Kaduna while he was playing, donated books, donated jerseys, donated class chairs to local schools around while he was still actively playing soccer. I mean, in Niger State, he probably tells anybody who cares to listen that if he will stop playing for Niger Tornadoes, he will not play for another team in Nigeria unless if he's going abroad to play for another team. It's a pity right now, the situation. He found himself like more or less like a betrayer of trust. But it's not the case right now, because what he's doing right now is more or less, I mean, what he needs right now, it's nothing but support from the Nigerian Football Federation. He still have that eyes to scout for good talent. He knows when he sees a good footballer, he still knows when he still wheels himself to training pitch and watch young boys train, and then try his own beat to help young stars earn a living through football. He can still be very useful. He's somebody who doesn't like money being given to him. He's somebody who likes to work for his money. So, I mean, that makes it a little bit easy for anybody out there willing to support him to actually support him. He can still be a scout. I mean, it's only in Nigeria, ironically, we don't have national team scouts. He can still be a scout. He can be a goodwill ambassador. He can become a team mascot and all of that. He's somebody who likes to work for his money. Talking about the house in Abuja, he was the smartest among all of them, to show you how smart the young man is. Up to date, he still manages his house in Abuja, and by that, he's been able to raise a little bit of cash to take care of himself. But like I told you a while ago, he used to be the breadwinner of his family. He still is the breadwinner right now. So, but all in all, it's not easy, because no matter the amount of money you earn, once they're not adding to it, there's definitely going to be a problem somewhere along the line, especially for somebody who has some form of disability and needs to tender for his health views as well.
Well, Mohammed Sulaiman, thank you so much for speaking to us on Sports Tonight. Pass our message across to Daniel that when there is life, there is hope, and we'll be joining in praying and hoping that some help come for Daniel Joshua, and then is able to at least take care of some immediate needs and still be useful in some ways to the society and maybe to Nigerian football as well. So thank you, Mohammed, for speaking to us on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much, and good night.
Yeah, that's Mohammed Sulaiman, Kaduna-based journalist, who has been very, very useful in giving us information about the Under-17 World Cup winner in 2007, Daniel Joshua. We hope that help will come for him and he will be able to make something useful out of his life.